Hi there. This is Marvin Estes. I'm the teacher of anatomy physiology. This happens to be George. He's my buddy. We've gotten to be good friends in this course over the years because this is one of our props, and the kids will study the bones when the time comes in the course. I'm talking to you about our anatomy physiology courses. We have an honors course. We have 2 sections of honors, and we have 2 sections of regular anatomy and physiology. Now, what we study in this course, of course, is the human body. We think this gives students 2 benefits. Number 1, most of our kids are going to be parents in their lives, and if they learn nothing more than how to deal with human needs and human body things, they know when their kids are sick, or they know when they are sick, and know how to deal with it, and of course know how to access medical doctors and hospitals and so forth. Sometimes that's a really tough gig. You as parents know what I'm talking about. One of the things I try to do is I try to inspire kids to want to be in a medical career. I don't think you can do anything better with your life than to help other people, and especially when it comes to health and when it comes to taking care of others. And so I think there's a great deal of satisfaction in that as a life's work, and that's one of the things that I really try to do. Some of our kids will find out, oh, this is not for me, especially when we do the dissections. They would rather go do something else, and that's okay too, because they're finding out what they want to do with themselves and their lives and what they want to accomplish in their lives. So what kind of things do we do in here? Well, this year, because of the COVID-19 situation, we used to teach a whole chapter and then we would give a test, a big test over the chapter. We're changing that this year. And what we're doing is we're dividing that chapter up into small lessons. Each student will get a study guide, and that study guide will be divided into lessons, what we think we can teach in 45 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll add to that homework that will be also of about 45 minutes length. And the kids are to keep a log this year, logging in the time that they spend on their own time when they're doing homework. Now, the class time will be taken care of, and that doesn't need to be a part of the log. But the log has to indicate what they're doing at home and what they're doing on their own. Right, George? Okay. The learning materials that they will need are as follows. They will need a pair of gloves if we do the dissection. Now, in the syllabus, which I have given each student, and you should ask to see that. And in the syllabus, I have given the 3 options that we have. Right now, we're on a hybrid schedule. That's not going to affect our dissection. Now, you might ask, well, what can you do in 45 minutes? Well, we'll have the kids come in on Wednesday and do the dissections face-to-face. That's the only way I know that we can do effective dissections. If we are entirely on the classroom, virtual classroom, and they're at home, then what we're going to do is we know some software that exists that will give them some experience with dissection, but there's nothing, if you're doing dissection, you want them to be able to see the material, to see inside the kidney, or to see inside the heart, the brain, the eyeball, the cat, when we're doing a total dissection. And that's the real benefit of having a dissection. So it's a little difficult for them to get that flavor of, so to speak, of dissection when they can't see the dissection itself. But we'll fill that with a virtual dissection, and that's about as good as we can do virtually. What they will need also, they will need colored pencils if we are in the classroom situation, because we study tissues and they are required to draw tissues, colored pictures of tissues as they see them over the microscope and studying tissue slides. They will also need, if we do the dissection, they will need gloves, and we will provide the goggles and the aprons so that they do not soil their clothing. And I think that's about it. The grading and what the expectations of when to be in class and so forth are all spelled out in the student handbook. That's true for all the classes they're in, and I would probably refer to that rather than confusing them by you do one thing in my class and something else in somebody else's. So consult the student handbook for those other things, time schedules and class and grading and so forth. Now, in my class, the final exam only counts 10%. That's been a big issue with parents in the past, and it counts only 10%. But it is a compilation each semester of what they've learned, and we would, of course, like to know how good a job we've done, so we're very interested in getting that data. I think that's pretty much it. Please, if you have questions, I have included in the syllabus my phone number, my home email, and my school email, so that we can communicate if need be. I'm always available for conferences before school, after school, and all you need to do is call me and we will make up an appointment time, and we'll look forward to meeting. If Zoom is more convenient for you or safer for you and you have a concern about that, about meeting face-to-face, then I'll arrange a Zoom meeting with you. So on behalf of George and myself, we thank you, and we look forward to your kids being in my class. And I love teaching, and this is not the same place without the kids. So please send them, and rest assured that we are going to keep them safe, as we possibly can. Thank you.